Good morning, outdoorsy people. In my I guess my backyard, you'd call it. We're here yet again to try out an experiment. I like to do all my cooking, outdoorsy cooking here anyway. That way, if anything goes wrong, I'm close to my house. We're going to be trying a little bit of a more nutritious outdoors breakfast. Usually, if I'm hiking or something, I'm usually doing a hot drink and then a granola bar or something like that. That way, you still get something hot. It's not too hard to make. But you know what? Let's try a little bit of the big leagues. Right here, got a couple of canned sausages. Right here, a couple of eggs, some pork and beans, some bagels, a couple of plates made out of foil, diced onions, and some spinach. We're gonna give this kind of like a more nutritious breakfast. As always, I am using this cooking oil. I have used petroleum jelly before. I just don't have any right now, so I'm going to use cooking oil because it's always been reliable. Let's get a flame on, and hopefully this flame takes and heats up the pan. I don't know about you guys, but I actually like the kind of burning smell when you have out like a fire out there. Some people don't like it, but I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to let the pan heat up and I'll come back with our first ingredients. Okay everyone, we're back. I've just thrown in some of that spinach. What I'm going to do is just wilt these down. These are going to be kind of like my veggie side. Some people like to make omelets with these, but I like a lot of greens. So we're going to use this system right here. I'm just going to wilt these suckers down. They seem to be doing okay. I don't have the heat up yet because I'm impatient. I'm also using a spoon because I usually don't have a spatula or anything out there in the bush. So I'm going to wait on these. We got the heat back on. And we got the steam rolling up top, and that's good. That's some moisture being released from the veggies right here. And as always, it's spinach. And that's good old-fashioned cooking oil used as a fuel. It is kind of pointed towards me. So let's do that. Mitigate some of this flame real quick. The same cooking oil I'm cooking with, I'm actually got as fuel and as the lubricant on the pan. So how wicked is that? You find all these crazy fuels at the stores and stuff. All you need is a little bit of this. And it's really cheap too. I'm gonna soak this and then toss it in. Well, actually, I'm just going to toss it in. And then, douse it like that. Running out, actually. And you've got some pretty good heat coming off of there. Close that. And I'm going to just let it sizzle. Alright, I've removed the spinach, and I'm just going to throw in these diced onions real quick. Not sure I can do this one-handed, though. Some couple of raw ones are left in there, but that's okay. Get those underway. Put a little bit of cooking oil in there, and it smells delicious right now. Can't lie, it's pretty wicked. Since this is kind of like a wood stove, it does burn anything, including that. Throw a little oil in there, and we'll still have some heat. Ooh, this thing is hot. Those are getting toasted real nice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in some eggs with these. Try and make kind of like an onion omelet. Which, guys, if you haven't had one, it's freaking cool. Because you get the softness from the egg, a little bit of crunch from the onions. And it just works real well. You can pair it with tons of things. I'm going to pair it with some of those sausages. And this is going to be a mountain man's kind of style breakfast. Actually, I have no idea if mountain men eat like this, but I imagine they do. Ooh, I gotta take these things out. This thing's cooking fast. Got the eggs in there. It's kind of smoky because I threw in some extra paper. There we go. Now it's gonna cook up real nice. Actually, it's mostly done. Break up some of this. Try and do this all one-handed. It's completely unelegant. Note to self: turn the stove sideways next time I throw in a ton of paper. Let's try cooking from this side. I'm not a good cook, guys, but if you gotta get some grub in ya, this ain't a bad recipe. I'm gonna put the camera down and finish this up. Sorry for all the cuts, boys and girls, but I gotta have both hands to wield the pan and the spoon and everything. I'm gonna throw in some sausages. These will probably crisp up real quickly. Sometimes it's just nice. Sometimes it just is really nice to cook with a fire for some reason. It's just nice. It's a lot nicer than using a heartless electric stove. And fire's cool to look at. This whole non-stick pan situation ain't working out so well. Good job, Coleman. Or Colhans, however you say it. But here we go. Take a look at, we got some eggs, spinach, onions all scrambled up. Some sausages, we got some beans. The bagels is an experiment. I don't know if you can toast those in a pan in this situation, but I'm gonna give it a try. Threw in a piece of paper, a little bit of fuel. Almost got nothing left, but whatever. Can I put this down? Can I put what's heavy enough to hold the camera? There we go, kind of. I'm gonna need to get more fuel. Yeah! New fuel. Actually didn't know I had that. Okay, here's the experiment. Can you toast a bagel while out in the bush? Like I said, trying this at my house, so nothing... I mean, if anything does go wrong, I'm at home. Gonna give this a shot. I'm just gonna toss that in there and hope it ends up in some form of toasted. I guess we wait. Alright, people on the internet, I continued the process without you. We've got an onion omelet, some greens, some sausages, something that looks worse than it is. It actually just looks bad because there's like stuff on the bottom of the pan, but the toasting process actually toasted the bagels, right? The only thing, well, two things broke actually. One, I'll use this as a pointer. This is supposed to be a solid circle. As you can see, I can pass the lighter right through it because the metal actually broke from the amount of heat I had coming out of this. So this will show you that, you know, combustible material covered in cooking oil, it gets really hot. Hotter than what the stove was actually made for anyway. The walls did okay. There's a little bending in them, but I think once they cool down, they'll be fine. The pan itself failed. You can see right here, the coating actually came off. That came off during the bean stage. But I guess it could be worse. So that's the verdict, guys. Can you cook breakfast with a Sterno stove used as a wood stove and a Colhans pan? Yes. The pan is a little bit disappointing though. I want to see if I can't find an alternative. If I can't find one, I'll still use it. But you got to be real gentle with this thing. You can't manhandle it in any way, shape, or form. That's my experiment for you guys. If you like my videos, go check out the other ones. So yeah, have a good one and stay safe out there. I'm just gonna wait for this fire to die out. See you guys later.